Hello and welcome to the first edition of the Wilkes Journal-Patriots High School Football Rundown. I'm Assistant Sports Editor Brandon Marie.
And I'm Sports Editor Zach Colburn.
And we're here to recap each of the 4 Wilkes County High School football games from Week 1. Zach was on hand at North Iredell to see Wilkes Central's thrilling overtime win.
Yeah, it was a very, very intense game. Dalton Combs, he's for 2 years has been kind of backup quarterback of sorts. This year he's taken over under center, and he had a big night. He couldn't have asked for a better start to his senior year, accounting for 3 of Wilkes Central's 7 touchdowns on Friday night. The last 2, first one passed to Madison Dunn, tied the game to force overtime. The second one, he runs in for a 9-yard touchdown run in overtime to win it, 47-39. And while he took care of business late, Andrew Bynum was the big story, running for 249 yards, 3 touchdowns on 29 carries. Just a very good all-around performance for Wilkes Central. A
great start for the Eagles in the 2015 season. The Cardinals also won their season opener Friday night in Ronda, taking care of South Stokes 34-0. The defense held firm early until the offense came around. The Cardinals beat the Stars for the second straight year. East Wilkes led 7-0 at halftime despite 3 first-half turnovers. In the second half, East Wilkes pulled away. In the third quarter, Andrew Nance hauled in a 24-yard touchdown from Chris Ward. Devin Couch scored on a 9-yard touchdown run, and Brett Campbell scored his first career touchdown as he recovered a fumble in the end zone.
And then over in Hayes, North Wilkes and West Caldwell went for the second time in 3 years. And this time around, West Caldwell basically followed the same script they did a year ago, thanks to an interception by Tice Tucker, who also would be the team's quarterback. At that time, North was trailing by 1 possession, and then all of a sudden, that interception just changed the entire swing. Dylan Bogus, big game, passed for over 100 yards, found Daniel Pruitt late, but unfortunately from there, pick 6 for West Caldwell, and they won it 50-14.
And finally, in Millers Creek, the Mountaineers from Mitchell were just too much for West Wilkes to handle, and they spoiled the season opening party with a 40-6 win. Both teams struggled early with turnovers and penalties, but the Mountaineers found their footing first and scored 3 quick touchdowns just before halftime to take a commanding lead. West Wilkes nearly drew level in the second when they appeared to score on a 62-yard strike from Alex Ortiz to J.C. Dixon, but it was called back for a holding penalty. Ortiz was the leading rusher and receiver for the Blackhawks on Friday night as he ran for 51 yards on 4 carries and had 2 catches for 26 yards. In the fourth quarter, he took over under center and orchestrated a 99-yard touchdown drive that culminated in a Cody Call 2-yard touchdown run.
Next week, all 4 teams will be back in action, but just one, Wilkes Central, is going to be at home when they take on West Iredell. First time in 3 years those guys have matched up. It should be a good game. North and East will both be on the road. North is heading to Walnut Cove to take on South Stokes. East Wilkes has adopted to take on Surrey Central. And then on Saturday night, West Wilkes will head down to Mooresville to take on Pine Lake Prep.
As always, be sure to follow us on Twitter and Instagram at WJP_sports. And this has been the very first Wilkes Journal-Patriot High School Sports Rundown. We'll see you on Friday night.